Alright guys, so back to working on this Tecate KXT 250. It's 84. Put it all back together last time after I changed that shift or that kickstart mechanism, which I gotta look again at the book because something wasn't right. It was kind of binding. So I don't know. I guess we'll see. Yeah, I changed the whole kickstart shaft out. So maybe that other motor that I have is an 85 and they're different or something. Maybe that one was broken. I ended up finding this shaft that still has the threads right here. And I actually found a nut that'll fit it in my spare bin of nuts and bolts. I pull out this side cover. I got to clean up that gasket a little bit better. I don't know who put the RTV on there. I can't remember if I did it or not. But this other gasket that I took off, I was not assuming was going to be good, so I went and bought some gasket paper. I was going to cut one out, but the other gasket came off pretty good. So now I'm kind of intrigued just to try to see if I can carve one out. So I guess we'll see what happens. But I ordered this water pump seal, and I think I ordered this seal too, I hope. And of course I ordered this this bearing, the water pump bearing. So we'll see what happens. Change those out and see if I can get it to stop leaking. And I gotta put a new O-ring on here. Where this part that goes in, there's a little O-ring. So I'm just gonna go to the auto parts store and grab an O-ring that's the same size. But other than that, I got my, I bought a roll of this gasket paper. So I think I'll give that a try just to see if I can do it. Right now I got it sitting underneath this cylinder with a couple good pieces of 1/2-inch steel. Trying to flatten it out so I could trace it a little bit better. But yeah, for right now that's about it. Waiting on these parts to come in. So I'll probably wait a few days till I get this video posted, till I get those parts, and hopefully I'll be able to, maybe I'll stick the air filter in this weekend. Do a little more video on that and put them all together and make one decent video. Hopefully I can take this thing out to the dunes here pretty soon. Alright guys, so here it is a day or two later. Ended up tracing out and cutting a new water pump cover gasket, I guess. And then here's the other side cover gasket. The one I made's under here, trying to keep it nice and flat. That way it'll be easier to get on. I cleaned off this surface real good. This looks like old gasket, but it's actually paint. I don't know if somebody painted it or if it comes stock like that. Popped out the water pump bearing and the water pump seal. They're over here. The seal was, oh, this is the other one. Also took out this seal. I think it's the kickstart. Yeah, kickstart seal. Kind of weird. I don't know if that's just really old or what, but looks like any other seal. Rubber, the little spring looking deal, and then this is rubber, but this is metal. So I don't know. Kind of made me nervous when I took it out. I don't know if this piece goes back in with it. So I'll have to wait till I get my new seal and see what that looks like. Let me know what you guys think about that. I don't know if that's something that Kawasaki used to do back in the day, or I really don't know. I guess I got another motor and another side cover I probably could look at. I just wanted to show you guys this tool. Well, here it is. Don't really know what it's for. Can't remember. I bought it at AutoZone or Advanced Auto or one of the chain stores, O'Reilly's maybe or whatever. Autocraft, so probably Advanced Auto, I guess. These things I flipped inside out. They were facing the other way. And I can't remember what they're for. I want to say the guy said they were for something to do with valves, or I can't remember. I don't remember if there was another piece to it or really what. I think it was just this. I think I just flipped these. Anyway, you can see I think it was like $7-8 something like that. I've had it for a while. Usually when I started restoring that 350X motor. But anyway, bought this, flip these around, and then when you're digging through here for these seals, you know, you just put it in there and you can spread them apart, and then just find a nice spot to pry on. Like take like a little piece of wood or something, kind of distribute the weight, and then not have metal on metal, well, metal on aluminum, I should say, and it'll save you from cracking that or whatever. But yeah, that's what I use to get these things out. I got this cleaned up, got the water pump gasket cleaned up, got this all, you know, resurfaced. Yeah, I got all that. Got everything I need so far, just waiting on those dang seals. Hopefully I'll get those, throw them in, and we'll see what happens. I got to clean the gasket off here. I got to clean the gasket off the side of the motor, which doesn't look too bad, but it's just a pain in the ass. And then I got to figure out this kickstart mechanism. I put it in and it would work, but it was binding. and I didn't want to. Trying to remember, I think it would spring back up just fine, but when it would go down, it just didn't feel right. So I'll be cleaning this all up and probably spray the side of this side cover out. Make sure I didn't get any water or anything in there too bad. And then, I gotta find that for that hole up there in the jug. I gotta find the O-ring for that plug that goes in there. And then eventually, I'm probably gonna end up going ahead and buying that intake. The guy, John Swinehart, I think his name is, or Jay Swinehart. I'm not sure if it's John or what. He remakes those. He's also the guy that redoes the flywheels. He's the one who did my flywheel. Maybe I'll mess around and see if I can put that air filter and the air filter cage and the air filter cover on. Maybe I'll try to mess around and do that today. I don't know. But anyway, that's it for now. I'm probably going to still wait until I get my parts on a 4-day weekend right now. So hoping that these parts come in. I ordered them on Monday. So I'm really hoping that they'll be here. They're coming from California only to Texas. The majority of the time, Bike Bandit just takes a little while to really like gather the parts and put them all in one box and then ship them. So I'm hoping they'll ship like tomorrow, like Wednesday, Thursday, or maybe they ship today. I'll have to check online. And then once they get shipped, it'll only take like a day or two to get here. So I'm really hoping to be able to get this done this weekend. I'd like to be able to fire this thing back up. I haven't heard it running in a couple months. And take it out and take it for a spin. Oh, I wanted you guys to look at these tires. They're Honda bolt pattern. They're, what is it, 4110 or whatever. I switched the hubs to the KLT 185 or wherever the other Kawasaki 185 one is. They're the different hubs that will fit Honda rims. So I got these, and then I got these rims, and the guy said they came out of 250R, but they look, kind of dark in here. They look like, I don't know, they kind of look like stock 350X. I haven't seen a set of stock 350X tires in a long time, but I don't know. They don't hold air, I know that. I'm going to probably fill them full of slime and run them for now. These ones here on this 350X over here, they don't hold air either, but magically they actually do pretty good in the sand. Once you get going, obviously if you're on the side of a hill, you can't take off going straight uphill. But other than that, they grab pretty good. You know, once you're in second, third gear, they're grabbing pretty decent. I was going to switch to these ones, because these ones hold air, just to take these ones to the dunes next time and see how those ones perform. I don't know. I thought about just doing a quick video on the ramps I bought, which are over here. I don't want to spoil the video, but thought about doing a video on those and kind of a video of throwing the 3-lure on the truck, and then maybe taking it out to the dunes and riding it around a little bit. Have to have someone videotape me because I don't have a GoPro. Not really myself a big fan of like riding videos, like watching people ride, or I don't think the GoPros sound very good, and they're always clunking on the helmet and making a bunch of noise and stuff. So I don't really care for those, but maybe just kind of go out there and do some pictures, do like a slideshow and a quick couple clips of me riding, just to show you guys the area and see how it performs, see how that one sounds, and then hopefully get the tecate out there and let that one rip a little bit in the sand. But anyway, that's all for now. I'm going to quit rambling and get back to work. Alright, so I'm out here working on this 350X head. Kind of really waiting on parts, so I just showed you I took all those bearings and seals out. Quick update. Finally got the air filter rested in there. Kind of a pain in the ass. Got the OEM wing nuts on the, let's see on there. OEM, I think those are OEM at least. Look factory to me. The little screws for the cover. Out of my 2 covers, I picked the best one with the best gasket. So just a quick update. I'll keep you guys updated once I get my parts in. Alright, so it's Saturday. Just checked the mail. It's actually pretty early, 9:30, 10 o'clock in the morning. My new bearing, water pump seal, and the kickstart oil seal. One thing I gotta figure out which way this goes. Usually the spring goes towards the oil, so I think I'm gonna drive it in like this, and then the bearing goes on the back side, which shouldn't matter which way you go with it. Throw a little oil on it, stick them in, and maybe we'll stick that side cover on. I ended up switching that shaft out, the kickstart shaft, last night. I switched it out with my Parks motor, and what had happened was I had a bag of stuff that I had identified as kickstart stuff, and there's a little plastic retainer that goes in here. Oh, here's one right here. That little plastic retainer that's in there. But when I pulled the other one out of my other 84 motor, that plastic retainer that's in there was a lot smaller. So I don't know if that retainer goes to something different or was a different style. But I remember the broken one that I took out had looked a little bit different, I thought. I don't know if it was, maybe I thought they were just different style plastics. I wanted to stick in there and see if it would work. But the good thing I took it apart because I was missing this. There's a little thrust washer that goes on here, and then another one that goes on the end. So luckily I got those out and got them back in. But anyway, I'm going to throw these things in and see if I can get that kickstart gear figured out. And maybe I'll get a chance to fire it up today. Alright, so we got the water pump seal in. What the manual said was put the seal in so the soft side is facing in. So the surface here, if you push it with your fingernail, you can feel it's almost like a plastic with a sort of small rubber coating. The other side actually feels like, you know, like a rubber seal. On the opposite side, got the bearing drove in, throw a little oil on there. And then of course we got the kickstart shaft seal in. So this one should be good to go. Put a little bit of oil on both of them. That way everything slides together a little easier. And I guess we'll go ahead and put this thing together.